All right, it says we're recording. So welcome everyone to our recap of the pre-launch. And I'm trying to look at the camera instead of directly at the screen because it looks funny. So that's when you see my eyes moving kind of back and forth. It's odd to stare at the camera, but you want to stare at yourself so that you can see what you look like. But I'll try to focus on the camera so that it's not so awkward. So we had a great time. There was, I think he said about 450 people at the meeting. And I mean, it just reminded you of old Celebration for those of you who have been to Celebration, or even a leadership maybe, because it was a little bit more quaint and for all of the participants there. And he just went over several slides. So I've got the slides actually here, and I will share my screen, and I will try not to be too boring because I know slides just get a little bit boring, but I think it's the best way to portray everything that went across. And like I said, I'm compressing 4 hours of things into 1 hour or so. Feel free to ask questions. They did say that they had sent us a link of questions, and I will post that in the comments on the YouTube and on the Facebook video, that if you had any direct questions that you could send directly to Beauty Control, or you can send them to me and then I can ask them, and then they will compile a frequently asked questions list that they will send out to everyone. So with that going, let me go ahead and share my screen to the first set of videos that we kind of saw. Alrighty, there we go. So that when we walked in, they had several TruAura signs up for us around the hotel. Is that coming across okay? Can you see that slide? Alrighty, let's see. Okay, I just wanted to make sure you could see. Right now, I went back to me personally. Martha, thanks for the feedback, because I've used it several times, but not a lot of times, so that helps. And welcome, Dana. I see you joined us. I'm not sure if you're on the computer or on the, looks like you're on the computer. Anyway, so let me keep going here. So, okay, thank you, Martha, for the feedback. That's exactly what I wanted. I'm on a little screen in the corner with the slide in the center. So like I said, keep this moving along. They had several of the little signs up as we walked in, and then this is Rick as we kicked off. You know, he was up there talking, and those of you who, Martha, I know you've met Rick many times, so it was nice to see him up there. And this little, I don't know if you can see my cursor, but right below him, the blonde, that's Noelle. She was there. And then he had a picture of his family up, and there's Noelle right beside him. The tall son, I don't remember his name, but he actually was not there because he's an EMT there in Dallas, Flower Mound area, and so he had to work. Then the next one is another daughter. Again, I should have written their names down, but I didn't. I was too excited. She was a second grade teacher, or she is a second grade teacher, so she wasn't able to be there. But the next young lady is in high school, and she actually was there. She was allowed to miss school to attend the Daddy's pre-launch. And then the next young man beside him is his son, who is a financial wizard, apparently. He is a consultant with a company in London, and he knows finance really, really well. And again, that's what he does for a living right now. And he has actually asked his dad if he told him that he wanted to join the company and help him with finances. And of course, Rick told him, well, I sure can't pay you the amount of money that you're making with that large financial firm that he's working with. And he said, Dad, I want to be here and be part of this ground floor opportunity. So he was there as well. And so it was really nice to see the family there. And he said everybody is there in Dallas with them. So then one of the things he was telling us that the key differentiators, there are three things that kind of set us apart. One is that because, I mean, he is a startup company, as we all know. July 20th, they ended beauty control, baby and Tupperware, shut us down, terminated our agreements on August 31st. And then Rick decided, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and start the company. He had a business plan in place already, but he had not actually started the company until July. So he is only 5 months into the startup, which is very aggressive and very hard to do from what I understand. But he's doing well. And one of the things I've probably seen all this, but just to recap, he has no investors. He's putting all of his own money up. The people who are actually, he's contracted out the logos, he's contracted out the IT portions, he's contracted out a consultant who actually looks at branding and what is popular in the field and what things will work well. The people who are manufacturing our products have actually contacted him and asked him, can we be investors? And he says, not at this point, maybe in the future, but right now, it's just him. And I think that says a lot about his product. The fact that the manufacturer actually wants to be an investor says we're on the right track. So again, the key differentiators, he said, number one, the fact that he was able to bring into the industry up front 450 leaders, people who have actually either been VIPs with 1 to 3 people on their team, all the way up to directors. So that was one thing that helped, because he already had, and we already know the basic skincare and makeup. So we know the industry. So that is one hurdle that he doesn't have to get over. Number 2 is the product, the fact that skin, keeping your skin healthy, as he said, he's found out a lot more than he didn't realize, and we all will. But it's the same as keeping our gut healthy, and that our skin is actually our second largest microbiome after our gut. So that was kind of interesting, and that we are a health food for our skin. And this is the direction, and those of you who have actually been selling to people outside, or you've probably noticed that most people have gone to is it natural? Is it, I only use sensitive on my skin. And actually 40 to 50% of the people will only use products that are labeled as sensitive. And so that is the direction, as people are more educated and more health conscious, this is the direction we're going. And then number 3, the third thing that will set us apart is our technology. We are the first direct sell pre and probiotic skincare company. And there are some other pre and probiotic companies out there. However, those can only be purchased at high-end salons or either online. They're not right now in the department stores. So that, again, will set us apart quite a bit. We are the technology. We're going to be high-tech, high-touch. I'll go over that in a little bit more detail. He said one of the things his dad used to tell him, it takes 3 things to start a new company: people, product, and opportunity. And he has all 3. All three. Sorry, this slide was a little bit blurry because this is one I took pictures of. These are not slides they sent us, so luckily I'd taken a picture. But this was where he was talking about how natural beauty had kind of become a little bit confusing, but now things are more plant-based ingredients, and they're less altered. The less altered they are, the better they are, and that today's beauty consumer is more connected and empowered with information, obviously, because we have so much at our fingertips with Google and all. So, and the integrated social media, we'll get into that, but the Exigo, that's the technology partner that he is using to create our apps and our websites and do all the technology. And it's, oh my gosh, it is so exciting. This young man is Nate Song. He is our Chief Operating Officer. And he is 10-year, I'm looking at let me look at my notes here, 10-year in the U.S. Army. He was an officer, he is special ops, and he is a helicopter pilot. He has a degree from Johns Hopkins Business School. He also has an MBA from Columbia. He's worked for Pizza Hut and McKinsey, as well as Linux, doing mergers and acquisitions. He was very much on top of his game. He has been very responsive to us in our Facebook group. So he seems like he's a very nice man, and I think he is a good fit for us. He actually came from some other companies, highly recommended to Rick. All right, so let me go over this. This is something new. This is called our TruAura Loyalty Club. One thing new that we're going to have for our clients, you know how in the past we've always direct sell from us, we have product, we deliver, and the only way someone could really receive a discount was either if we gave them discount directly or if they joined as a consultant. Well, that has changed a lot in the direct sell industry. They have seen, because of a lawsuit with, I can think of the name of it, Herbalife. There was a lawsuit that someone brought them up as a pyramid scheme. And as we know, we are not a pyramid scheme. To make you a pyramid scheme, everybody has to purchase from the person at the top. Well, that's not the way with direct sales. We purchase directly from the company. So what the new and up-and-coming direct sale companies have done has built into their compensation plan a way to prove that we are not pyramids, that we do have clients, that we actually are selling to clients, not just to each other and things like that. So one of the things is your TruAura Loyalty Club and our TLCs. And so these are clients who would like to receive a discount on their products. They don't really want to work the business, but they want to receive a discount. And so you sign them up as a TLC. They do not have an annual fee. There are some of the other companies out there that actually do have annual fees. Ours does not have an annual fee, which is awesome. And instead of it being called auto ship, it's going to be called doorstep delivery of our 4-piece core skincare. And it will be delivered every 60 days. And they will have the ability to back up the delivery for up to 30 days. And also, if, let's say, for example, they're going out of the country or something, or someone's ill, or there's some extenuating circumstance, they will be able to call corporate and explain to them what's going on, and corporate can actually extend that backup delivery for them to kind of put it in limbo until they're over their illness or back from being out of the country or something like that. So they will be working with people. And the 4-piece skincare set, it's $142, and so with the discount of 15%, it brings it down to like right at $120, $112, and $119. It brings it up to $119 plus tax and shipping. Now, shipping is only on the first 2 shipments. On the 3rd shipment, they will receive free shipping, and then free shipping from then on. So they're trying to make sure that the people really are wanting to be a loyalty client to receive their 15% discount. So again, they'll get free shipping after that, and they'll also receive special offers, and they will also be able to add things to their cart and do things different as we introduce more products in the future. There will be, we're starting out with the 7 products. I'm going into the products next, but there'll be starting out with 7 products. Then in the spring, we'll be introducing the color products. They're trying to get the foundation, because we asked them about foundation, because a lot of people are running out of their foundation. And he says they're hoping to get that a little bit sooner, but that is the next piece, is foundation, because they know how hard it is. Now, the benefits of the Loyalty Club is consistent monthly reorders of our skincare. It's a time saver for us. It's happy clients, a walking advertisement, potential consultant pool, because they may eventually, things change in a person's life, and they may lose their job and say, hey, you know, I might want to go ahead and start being a consultant. And again, the client benefit, 15% discount, the free shipping from the 3rd recurring doorstep delivery, special offers, and transparent flexibility. We pretty much talked about how it works, ability to back up, and I'm going backwards, my apologies. Okay, so let me, do y'all have any questions right now on that particular thing? I hear you guys talking. I'll wait a second. Alrighty, so let me go back and see. There's one slide that expectations. He did bring this up, and he mentioned what I mentioned earlier about him going and working in 5 months to get this set up, that he is working all hours of the night. He's not getting any sleep, and he expects everything to be perfect. He's a perfectionist, and if it can't be top of the line and top quality, he does not want to roll it out. And so with that being said, he wanted to let us know that he was moving the release from January 1st to February 1st. And actually for me, and he even brought it up, it really will work better, because right now we're in the holidays, right? In fact, I haven't even put my tree up. But everybody is focused on the holidays right now. And then after Christmas, you'll have travel and things like that. And so that will give them time to really get things the way they need to be. And it'll actually give us more time to reach out to potential consultants and potential clients to go forward. So if you guys are running low on anything, I do still have some stock. So be sure and check with me if you need something to tie you over until time for that. Yeah, Dana, you run out of cleanser faster than everything. Now, one thing, now that in relation to the new products, they are supposed to be sized to where it lasts 60 days exactly. Now, I did not look at the ounces, whether the cleanser was a higher ounce than the other products. That's a really good question. We'll have to look into that. Okay, so let me go ahead and share the screen on the products and get moving on that. Let me see. All righty. So, yeah, Martha, I know most people, I know we can't see you. Don't worry, I can just see where you're typing. Of both Martha and Dana, I can only see your comments. I can't see you personally, so don't worry. That's a good question, because that happened to somebody one night. They were in their pajamas in their bed, and I said, hey, I want you to know I can see you in your pajamas. And they were like, oh no. But anyway, so we were all good. But yes, there are things that run out more. And so what I'm hoping, we will be able to move things around. We didn't get into those specifics. Again, he was hitting the high levels, but I am a founding member of Monet, the hair care products. I love those products. I have not been promoting the products because we had a non-compete clause when we were with Beauty Control that we really couldn't promote 2 products at the same time. And so I never really told anybody about it or anything. But in our new clause, we are allowed to sell multiple products. That is okay. We just cannot cross. You can't try to recruit all your TruAura people to be in your other downline and things like that. And I'm sure there will be more agreements once, as we move up in the company and become directors and things like that. They'll probably have some more non-compete clauses. But so I am allowed to talk about Monet, and the reason I bring it up is because they have the same type of compensation plan, the same type of auto ship plan. And one thing in Monet that we are able to go into the auto ship and move it around, and okay, I don't need a conditioner this month, but I do need a second shampoo, or I need a hairspray or whatever, and we're able to move the products around to what we need. So I'm hoping that this will be laid out the same way, so that, as to your point, you either run out of cleanser faster or you run out of toner faster, and you will be able to move around what you need in that auto ship. My feeling is that we will be able to. I haven't been told that specifically, but that is a question that I can take and pass along and ask. Okay, so our skin's microbiome is an ecosystem. It's made of water, electrolyte, fatty acids, and what I will do is I will go ahead and post these slides so that I won't take time to read them all, because I know you guys can read. But the microbiome is what they have found is that's what keeps our skin. When you balance that, you actually get rid of things like rosacea and acne and things of that nature. And because everything is balanced, our own skin creates natural SPF. Our own skin creates things to fight acne. And they've done several studies on this, where when they've started people on different products, that they've actually their skin would clear up. So he brought up an example of like people who have, there's a name for it, but a rash on the back of your arms, that when they started taking an internal probiotic, it actually started clearing up. And I have a very good client that was having issues with her face, and we thought it was like her brushes or maybe an allergic reaction. And then the minute she started internally taking probiotics, her face started clearing up. So so since the gut is your first largest microbiome, it's going to be the same with the skin. So this is a little bit more about how the microbiome is formed at the moment of birth, and it's influenced by our diet, our stress, our medication. We have the flora, like I was talking about, it protects your skin, and then the microbiome also feeds your skin, and it creates its own vitamins, B3, B6, K, things like that. And then, of course, Gary was explaining this. So you guys who have ever heard Gary, he is much better at this than I am in explaining everything. But so he mentioned that if you weighed your microbiome of your skin, it would weigh 6 pounds. And then it's like a nutritional supplement. And so, again, a little bit more about the flora and the microbiome, and that when we are unbalanced, these are some of that we have found that our lifestyles have changed. Our diets, nutrition, we don't have as much fiber as we used to. We've been using products that have actually been very harsh, cleansers, excessive chemicals, and it's really messed up the microbiome. And that's where the negative things have been coming in, such as acne, rosacea, psoriasis, premature aging. So they've actually done, for those of us who have been using these products, it's actually kind of done a 180 for us, a different way of thinking. So they've gone into the TruAura experience, or focus on creating products that are clean and safe and healthy. The ingredients are naturally derived or bioidentical. And what bioidentical means is the same components as what our natural skin creates, such as hyaluronic acids. We will use no synthetic thickeners, colors, fragrances, or ingredients that are linked to health concerns. So they went out and found out all the different ingredients There are several websites like that, by the way, if you've ever researched them, that can cause health concerns, and they will not put those in there. They're going to be gluten-free and never tested on animals. Somebody, you may want to mute your phone, or I tell you what, I will mute for you. How about that? There we go. Yes, I've muted everyone, so no worries. Okay, so then the next thing is there's some more details on the ingredients, the focus, the skins. We are cruelty-free still. We're not tested on animals. Again, health food for the skin, clean and safe. This is our philosophy: to preserve the health of the microbiome, support the balance, and supplement the skin. And so now, one thing that will set ours apart from the current pre and probiotic skincare that's out in the market at the high-end salons is that we will focus on anti-aging. Now here he summarizes that it's the ingredients, that it's free of synthetic fragrances, the parabens, the sulfates, the gluten, the phthalates, anything that's a source of irritation. And here's a list of the no list. You can see the BHAs, the BHTs, the fragrances, all of the things that you can't pronounce. So these are things that are on our no list. And you will actually, I have noticed that on some other things that are out there in the market now, that advertisers going to that direction, or these are things that are not in our products. So that's exciting that we have gone that way. So another thing is that prebiotics, they are the nutrients that actually feed the probiotics. So, and the probiotics are what has the beneficial bacteria. So now, the thing that will set us apart from the others, again, is the anti-aging ingredients that our skincare is going to be supplemented with that theirs does not have. And it's the same, you know, the anti-aging things we want to address: hydration, the fine lines, age spots, skin tones, texture, enhanced brightening. And so he does that through peptides. He absolutely loves peptides, is what he was saying, because peptides are that you can change the peptides to program them to be whatever he wants them to be. And so the two things he wanted to program them to be are, one is anti-aging, and the other is collagen building and wrinkle reducing. And collagen, he says, you think of that as the bouncy part, and the wrinkle reducing is your elastin, is the stretchy part of it. So the peptides that are in there are going to help with wrinkles around the eyes and the foreheads. It's going to help with the collagen building, because as we age, our collagen is depleted through so many different factors. And so what this is going to do, what these peptides do, is it sends a message to your skin that it needs to regenerate. So then your skin is going to regenerate its own collagen. It doesn't create the collagen. It just sends the messages to your own body to create its own collagen. So that's exciting that it will trigger that to do of what our body needs. And I mentioned the skin brightening. That's one of the fastest growing trends out there. Now, there will be antioxidants, because as we've talked about, you know, back when we had cell block C and we would cut an apple and, you know, you leave the apple out and it turns brown, that's oxidation from the air and pollutants coming in from the air, free radicals. And so there will be ingredients that neutralize these free radicals. Sorry, my computer's a little slow. It's several years old. I need a new one, so that's why it takes a second for these slides to go through. Now, the skin brightening components, again, this is something that will be in the products to help brighten. And those of us who had like the dark spots, this is going to help get rid of that, the overproduction of melanin. move on to my notes. So these are essential nutrients that we need: the humectants, the detoxifying, the fatty acids, gentle exfoliants, vitamins and minerals, and natural moisturizing ingredients. These will be the products we start with: the cleanser, toner, day lotion, night cream, and advanced repair day treatment and night treatment and eye treatment. He said that there will be more things introduced, again, like we said, as the year goes by. The color products will be probably May. I think he said April or May. Hopefully the foundation will be sooner, and that Bath and Body, of course, will be during the holiday season. So we are moving toward that. People ask about the spa products, like the instant manicure and things like that, and that will be added as we go through the year. And what's great about that is the fact that we will be able to go back to our clients and say, hey, we have a new product now. I know you loved this in the past. This is what we have now. And someone, if you'll notice, there's no exfoliator in here. They mentioned that that's being worked on so that we would have a natural exfoliator, but then they didn't go into any more depth on it. So that's all I know. So here's a picture. The bottles are very pretty. They're glass. We didn't get to touch them. We only got to see them from the stage. When we sampled, they were in the sample bottles, so they weren't, but they are very high end, more of the glass bottles to match like he said, he wants this to be a very exclusive line. And you'll notice, remember, he does the color. The green will be the skincare, and you'll see the light purple is anti-aging. If you'll look at these ingredients here, he told us that this TruAura, forgive me for mispronunciation, but that is the purest version of vitamin E that you can get. That this is actually a gel cleanser. He said that he being Gary said that I did not want it to be a gel cleanser. I like lotion cleansers. That's my favorite. But when they did the testing, they found that the gel cleanser actually worked better removing makeup and impurities. And I tested it, and it does not dry our skin. So those of us who are used to a lotion cleanser or more of a foamy cleanser, no worries. This really did feel good on your skin, and it wasn't drying. It was a clean gel, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it, but as you see, it's got the fatty acids and the coconut water so that it doesn't make it drying. Now the tonic is a micellar tonic. So remember, like our micellar cleanser, it has the little cells inside of it to help trap any extra oil or any dirt that was left over from the cleanser. He pointed out that this phytic acid right here, those of us who remember of the poly and alpha hydroxy acids, this is the same thing except gentler. So it's even much more gentle. The essential oil blend, that's what gives it the natural scent, and it has grapefruit, orange, pomegranate, two other essential oils. I didn't get them written down, but those are the three I got written down. So then there will be a replenishing day lotion. Again, you can see it's got the jojoba oil, the cocoa butter. It's very, very light. And those of us who want SPF, he said there will be an SPF version coming out, but because of FDA regulations, they have to be tested much longer than these products. So as soon as it gets out of testing, it will be released, an SPF version. So it's on its way. I know somebody had asked me that previously. And then you have your replenishing night cream. And all of these products were, again, they were very light. And let's see, was it this one that he brought out? Maybe it might be further down. Okay, so then we went into the anti-aging. your advanced repair day treatment. This is it's more like a primer versus it's not like the extreme repair. You know how extreme repair is real, almost it is moisturizing. It's more almost like a lotion. This is more like a primer for your face before you put on makeup, and it's designed that way specifically so that people can use the 7 products and without them feeling too heavy or too overwhelmed. And it's also designed so that it can absorb better into your skin. The lighter the weight, the more it is absorbed into your skin. And as you know, you go from lighter to heavier. He pointed out that we're going to have to learn something a little bit different. We will cleanse, tone, apply our anti-aging day repair. We'll apply our eye treatment, and then we will apply our moisturizer last, which was totally different. Oh, and he did point out that the moisturizer, it is so gentle that you can actually, even and lightweight, that it can go under your eyes. You know, previously we told people never put it under your eyes. This can actually go under your eyes without any issues. I don't see the actual name here. Bottom line, what I'm trying to get to is that the DNA product is in these repair treatments. So that's exciting. There it is. It's on the night treatment. So our dramatic new anti-aging immortal peptide is there because I know how much we all love it and saw great results with that. So again, that's in our nighttime repair treatment. And then what's exciting about our eye treatment, again, it's in the glass tub, which I've had so many people mention to me that they would prefer a pump. All of these products are either pump or a glass tub, a little pot, I should say, not tub. Versus the tubes. I've had numerous clients say they did not like the tubes, that they would rather a pump, and that's what he has provided for us. And on the exciting thing about the eye treatment, the peptide that he is programmed to work specifically for dark circles. I mean, it goes to work on the dark circles. So let's see. The peptides, the wrinkle relaxing peptides are again the Botox-like peptides, and the AM complex, it blocks the melatonin, so that helps with the brightening. The serums can go under your eyes. I'm just going back through my notes, I'm sorry. And we will use the eye cream before the night moisturizers. I mean, before the moisturizers. So again, you'll cleanse, tone, of anti-aging treatment, whether it's day or night, your eye cream, and then your moisturizer, day or night. So that makes it real simple for our clients. Cleanse, tone, anti-aging, eye cream, moisturizer. 5 steps, they're done. There's no more 3 steps for the eyes, 3 steps for the face. So it makes it much easier. It makes it less confusing and makes for better sales for us. So then they went into the kit. And so this is the kit, and we will receive all 4 of the skincare products and the 3 anti-aging products. So we'll receive all 7 products in this gorgeous, gorgeous bag. His youngest daughter is the one who actually picked that bag, and it is very, it's a classy bag, and it looks like a high-end handbag. I'm going to pull up some actual real life pictures. Here is someone, and when we were out testing during the break, it was so nice. Tim Parker set up a really nice, there was Starbucks coffee, there was tea, there was water, there was soft drinks. We had cookies and cupcakes and pretzels, and I know that's not real healthy, but you know what? All women love those things, and we all thoroughly enjoyed them. And to me, that made me feel really good because there was never an empty pan of food. They were constantly refilling the food. And for me, that just made me feel like they were, they cared about us. They cared about keeping us happy. But again, here is, you can kind of see the size of the bag. Going backwards again. Yes, sorry. And here we are sampling, and again, another picture of the bag. And there's Velma. She's on our team, and she was just applying I think it was one of the anti-aging creams to her neck, just so that we could get the true feel. Alrighty, so now I haven't heard any typing, so I'm thinking everything is good. I will continue to share because we're down to the last 17 minutes, and I know you guys have things to do right now. So let me go into the part that really excited me, was the technology part. They hired someone, his name is Steve Jamison. Exego was the name of the company, and he brought up that, as we know, sales 80% emotion and 20% of it is information that validates the emotion, is why people to buy. Amazon, we all know that Amazon 40 that has taken over the market. We have a lot of brick and mortar closing down because things are so online now. He mentioned that Amazon, 40% of sales on Amazon is from individuals, actual individuals. Yes, Martha, the moisturizer will be able to, he said it is so gentle. In fact, Gary mentioned that you could even eat the products. He said he wouldn't recommend it, but they are gentle enough that you can even eat them. So it's gentle. And like I said, everything was just so lightweight. It was just amazing how lightweight they are. So let's see. Oh, I did not get a picture of this. It was so, okay. I got to slow down because I get excited. Well, he said that when we join, there's going to be a lot of videos that the minute someone joins the company, not right now during pre-launch because it's not ready to go, it'll be rolled out in February, but as team members join, as we meet people and have them join, a video will be sent to them, a short video with Rick saying, hey, welcome to the company. We're very happy you're here. There will be several videos that saying thank you, things on how to use the products and things like that. We will be able to send videos out there as well. Now, there will be a website like we've been accustomed to. When you join the company, you receive a website, and that website you can send people to, and the landing page, instead of being on the welcome page, will actually be on a product page like this, so that people can immediately purchase instead of trying to search and find for the products. Then there will be an app that can be downloaded on your phone that your clients can download, and you can see here that at the very bottom there is a place where they can call you, they can message you, they can share it if they want to share it with one of their girlfriends, if they want to share it on Facebook, Instagram. You know how people are. I love this because how many clients have to, you have to get out, you have to find the phone number, you have to I'm sorry, Dad, I just saw what you put out there. My dog does the same thing. My dog licks my moisturizer off my face and my legs as well. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked there. But anyway, so the app, and they will also have push notifications that we as consultants, we can push to our clients that says, hey, this is on sale. Or remember when I was mentioning new products that are introduced, I wanted to show you that we now have your favorite instant manicure is out there, the hand cream, and send it to them and send the app and directly to that page, and they will get a little red button, kind of like on Facebook, on your phone. It shows you have 4 whatever or however many are out there. It will be the same thing on this app. And so then, okay, so that was pretty much on this part. So then when you flip the app over, and literally, I don't remember how they did it. I don't remember if it was here or where, but us as consultants, we can flip it over. It'll just flip over to our personal, what we used to call BeautyNet, but of our home site, where we can handle everything. And one thing that Steve mentioned, he said that an app, you are more of, you can communicate with the website, but you can actually build a relationship with an app because you're able to do more things. So this is our app as a consultant. You can see we can do social media, we can do email, we can do SMS, we can do invitations, we can do social selling, we can do virtual parties, we can do digital print, galleries, office. You can see analytics, who has opened their emails that you have sent them. You can push things to people, you can share things. Oh my gosh, they were showing all of these things, and I didn't take a bunch of pictures because I thought I was going to get a slideshow of it, and I still might, but on the social media, what is so exciting about that, the first thing when you join as a new recruit, there will be a one button place where you can start a campaign where all they have to do is push one button. They can choose Facebook, they can choose email, they can use text, but it will automatically send information to their friends and family that they choose that, hey, I'm in business, this is what I'm doing. It'll all be pre-set up for them so they don't have to do, I say them, for us, so that we don't have to do all of the work. And as you see here, that's Facebook, email, SMS. So you get to choose any of those type of campaigns. And then over in the social selling, oh my goodness, guys, they showed us this platform and they showed all of this content. And you can, and it's set up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So it's automatically, they being TruAura has picked, the people who do the IT have picked content for us. And then below that, there are several other pieces of content that if you don't like that day's content, you can replace it with something else. You push a button and boom, it automatically schedules your post for Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, whatever you have chosen that you want to be your social media platforms. And it will automatically post every day, and it will do the hashtags like it's supposed to. It'll have the right information. And on top of that, if there's a video that they're showing, like Gary explaining a product for that day, at the bottom of the video, there is a buy now, or a person who's watching that video can just click buy now, and it'll take them directly to your website to purchase that product. I mean, it was just amazing. And then, like the example he showed us was Instagram, but there was a post on Instagram about, you know, today's your day to have beautiful skin, whatever it said. I don't know what it said, but there's an option to where we as consultants can click on that post on our Instagram page, our Facebook or whatever, and do, let's say we wanted to send it to a potential client, or we knew that Susie, our Facebook friend, really liked moisturizer or needed an eye cream or had dark circle problems. We don't know if Susie saw our post or not, because you know how Facebook is. So we can select that particular post. We can record a quick video of ourselves saying, hey, Susie, I thought you would like this. In the recording, share, and then click share to Susie. I was blown away that we would be able to do that. I mean, that is going to make our lives so easier, and we will be able to social sell so much easier than we were ever able to in the past. Oh, and get this. Is there where it says digital print? You can create your own catalog. Let's say that you wanted to focus only on anti-aging for the month, and that's it. Guess what? You can design your catalog. These are the products I want to put in the catalog this month. Boom. And there will be a printed catalog that you can print and send out to people. So that was just like so cool. So then they showed this next thing called Margot. And again, this is something that if you are doing the business and wanting to do either online parties or oh, hey, Martha. Yes, there is the rule on Facebook, and it changes all the time. For your personal page, you don't want to be salesy. You can, and that's where they are taking care of that for us. They are giving, when I say content, it's content meaning information. And as long as you're providing information and you're not trying to sell all the time, then you're okay. And of course, you want to try to do 80 to 90% personal or informational or cute, fun quotes or pictures every day. And then 20 to 10% of business. And so they tell us that they've got that covered. So there will be posting things like, coffee, how's your day today? And did you know that your gut is the largest microbiome? Informational type of things to keep it from being, to break those rules. And so that's where they are going to handle that for us so that we won't have to worry about. Now, I did have that question about keeping us out of jail. So they will have more training on that as we get into that. But they did, that is a very good question. And another thing on that, if you are tech savvy or that you're used to doing your own Facebook posts and things like that, if you don't want to use the automated version, you can just pull the content and do it yourself. So like if you're worried about your friends getting to, they don't want to see this day, then you can customize it to be what you want in the order you want and the time you want. But it's there for us to pull from. So very good question. So now the next piece is Margot. That's for the people, if you are doing consultations, or let's say you're doing Facebook parties, online parties, in-person parties, Margot will take care of everything for you, from the email to the PDF information, invitations, of the reminding, the RSVPs, the follow-up. Everything will be automated. We'll, of course, have to go in up front and set up your party and your invites and things like that. But then it will handle automatically sending things out for us, making our life much easier. And this was just a slide where he compared what Margot could do to what Evite and Red Stamp and Constant Contact and Sent Share, because like me personally, I use all of these right now. Easy Text, and I use every one of these apps. And so all of these things can be rolled into my Margot now in one step. And then it was showing us how what multi-channel marketing meant. And basically it's 5 touch. Now there's text messages, there's email, there's mail, meaning U.S. postal mail, there's voice broadcasting, and there's Facebook. And he showed us the best way to reach people is text messaging, 94%. Mail is 77%. Email is 40 to 60% open rate. Voice broadcasting, that's like the robocalls, 30%. And Facebook is only 1%. He says, however, don't let that deceive you, because even though Facebook is only 1%, that's where a lot of your market is. And so if your market is there, then you're hitting a lot of people. And he was telling us, like the text messages, 90% of those are read within the first 3 minutes. So this app, again, handles all of that for us. And again, another slide just showing what they can do for us. Here, for every $1 spent on email marketing, the average return of investment is $44. So this was a very good informational for how we share things. And so this is what Rick meant when he said high touch, high tech. We will have all the technology tools, and these tools that they're providing us, I haven't seen in other direct sell companies. Some of them have a few things, but I haven't personally seen as many of these, especially the automated social marketing that they have. Oh, and when they were talking about the themes, you can choose a theme and it will be branded for everything. You know, as you see, let's say you had a chocolate party, your email, a PDF that you sent out, a social gram that went to Instagram, mail that went U.S. Postal, your postcard, your Facebook cover for the Facebook party. So everything is consistent and it's done for you. Where in the past we've all had to try to find the picture and copy and paste and put it. And so will streamline what we do now. So, all right. And so I hope I'm not boring you too much. But I know you guys wanted to know all that information as well as I did. So now, the compensation plan. Compensation plan, yes, Dana, you're right. We want to balance out what we send out to people. Dana's our Pampered Chef person, so if any of y'all need Pampered Chef, she's got you covered. And yes, I need to mail you a check. You need to let me know. PM me, text me with the amount I owe you. Anyway, I forgot this is going to be recorded. I'm sorry. Anyway, so let me get into the compensation plan. So just bear with me. It's totally different than what we're accustomed to. I'm just going to go through the slides. I'm going to show them to you, explain it best I can. If you need to drop off, I understand. Again, this is being recorded, and you can come back and fast forward to what you need to fast forward to. So I think on the compensation plan, this is something that we will learn, I think, more as we go forward with it. Because it is totally different than what we are doing. Okay, so here we go. So the basics, sell, sponsor, teach, and then teach others to do the same thing and repeat. We sell, we sponsor. Okay, can you see it? Because it says my screen sharing has been paused. So we can't. Hang on just a second. I wonder